Negative people are everywhere. They're at your work, they're on the streets. Honey, sometimes they even in your own family, just constantly offering a negative opinion about everything, complaining about everything, or playing the victim constantly, and just draining all your life force. These are what I like to call energy vampires, and they must be stopped. Hey team, welcome to Everyday Career Coach. I'm Career Coach Mo, helping you find the best strategy for your career trajectory. And today we are all about talking about those energy vampires at work. Have you had an experience with energy vampires? You know, you come in, you all upbeat and energetic, just ready to start your day, and then that's where they see you, honey. It's like they are on the prowl. They come up to you and they are immediately off to the races, talking about something negative, complaining about something. You didn't even get into the office good enough. You don't even have the coffee in your hand. And here they go, just draining you of your life force and just dumping all of that in you. And you're just sitting there like, oh my God, can I get in my seat? And once they're done, they're off skipping all light as a feather with a big old smile on their face, and you look like you just been hit by a Mack truck. And it seems like the brighter you shine, the more positive you are, or sensitive and compassionate you are, you attract these energy vampires. And they come and they try to find you, and they are ready to pounce and drain. Now, let me know if you have some energy vampires at your job. Share below. Go ahead, spill a tea. This is a safe space, honey. Go ahead, talk about it. Now, energy vampires love to feed off of your emotional energy. They want your non-stop attention and the conversation to always be about them. There's either the narcissistic drama queen or king, or the manipulative coworker that's always in some crisis or another. It is always something with them. So I wanted to quickly share some ways you can handle those vampires when you come across them at work so that you can protect your space and your peace. Now, energy vampires love to test you by coming to you when you're at the most busiest time in your day. If you drop what you're doing to give them the attention that they seek, bam, you are their next victim. That was their test. They want to see if you're going to give them the attention that they're looking for and that you see them as a priority. And now they are going to make sure that they take up as much of your time and as much of yourself as possible in order to make themselves feel better. So, your best bet is to deal with these vampires on your terms. Any engagement that you have with them should be limited, should only address the issue at hand if it has anything to do with you, and should focus primarily on solutions. Now, if that vampire keeps trying to change that conversation back to something that is negative or a bunch of complaints, there should be a big sign that flashes in your mind that says disengage, disengage. That means you really need to start thinking about walking away. Now, if you're a naturally compassionate person, then you probably have experience of giving away too much of your time all the time. So, one thing you really need to start recognizing is people's intention. Are they looking for support, answers, thoughts, or opinions? Or are they simply looking for a dumpster for their negativity or their complaints and problems? Remember, we are talking about work colleagues. That's exactly what they are. They're colleagues at work. They're not your best friends. So don't let others negativity other leech off of your energy, and especially with so much at stake at work. Don't let these people take you off your game and then you end up worse off because you're not firm and they're busy excelling and you're stuck being stagnant. Now, if you're a naturally compassionate person, then you probably have experience of giving too much of your time all the time. So the first thing you have to start doing is recognizing people's intentions. Are they really looking for support, answers, thoughts, or opinions? Or are they looking for a dumpster for their negativity and their problems? Remember, we are talking about you being at work. Your work colleagues are just that, colleagues. They are not your best friends. You do not have to be their therapist. Be friendly, but be firm with your time. Don't let the negativity of others leech off of your energy, especially when you're trying to figure out how you can excel at work. Don't let these people take you off your game. You will end up being worse off if you're not firm and they're busy excelling and you're busy being stagnant. If you feel it's necessary for you to give your time to these energy vampires, then you really have to set time limits every time that you're dealing with them. You must set boundaries. Remember, you don't owe these vampires any type of explanation. You simply just have to say you have to go and that you are ready to listen to any solution oriented conversations whenever they're ready. You do not have to listen to them every day on hours upon end. You control you and you control your time. You don't have to accept being a victim of an energy vampire. You can take back your power simply because it's yours. Another tip is to choose your battles carefully, especially if those conversations continually end up in arguments. Arguing only costs you time and energy. You get all exhausted, you get all stressed, you're upset, depleted, and then it's so much so you can't even finish the rest of your day. You are completely spent, and it takes 100% away from your focus, especially if you're trying to be a high performer. So always be conscious of whether it's even worth engaging with these vampires, especially at work. Is this doing anything for the work at hand? And if it's not, and you realize it's not, then you got to keep it moving, honey. Last but not least, stick with avoidance. Avoid, avoid, avoid. If they are coming your way, turn the corner. If they catch up with you, keep the conversation short and sweet and of a transactional tone. And if you must interact with them, make sure it's on your terms and it is on a time that you make available for them. So no impromptu meetings or pop-up conversations. You must keep control of the situation or you will continue to be a victim of their draining ways. So, to wrap things up, no is a complete sentence. You can still be a nice and compassionate person who sticks up for themselves, and you control exactly who should get your time and who shouldn't, and how much access they should have to it. Remember, you do not have to be a doormat to an energy vampire. So, thanks for watching. I hope you click that like and subscribe button. Help me out with that algorithm. And I really, truly hope I earned your like today. And if I didn't, you'll come back and give me another chance. So, let's continue this career journey together. Thanks a lot.